In Hollow Knight Silksong, after the previous events of Hollow Knight, Hornet, a warrior descendant of the Weavers, an advanced silk thread manipulating species, is captured by a group of veiled bugs and brought to Farloom, a ruined religious kingdom afflicted by the Haunting, a silk-based madness that affects bugs by reanimating their bodies while making them hostile and aggressive. Hornet escapes her captors and falls into Farloom's lower Moss Grotto before learning they were adherents of the Citadel, a supposedly holy institution located at Farloom's summit which attracts numerous pilgrims. Hornet decides to ascend to the Citadel herself to uncover the reason behind her capture, along the way encountering remnants of Weavers and binding their power, taking their unique abilities for her own, while meeting pilgrims, Farloom's residents, and travelers from other lands, discovering her connections to the kingdom, fighting its haunted inhabitants, and helping other bugs who have escaped the haunting, fulfilling their wishes to help restore the kingdom. Hornet also encounters Lace, a being composed entirely of silk, who fights and taunts her throughout her journey. It's revealed that the Weavers were originally low-intelligence, spider-like bugs who were forcefully evolved into high intelligence using silk by Grandmother Silk, a godlike being, who lied to them by telling them they were her natural-born divine children, leading them to serve her, increasing her power, until they discovered the truth, causing them to rebel. The Weavers contained her within the Cradle, a structure atop the Citadel, but over time she was able to exert her influence on other bugs by again using her silk, causing the haunting. Some of the Weavers, including Hornet's mother, left Farloom for the kingdom of Hollow Nest from previous events, leading to Hornet's birth there. Hornet eventually gains access to the Citadel and reaches the Cradle, where she battles and defeats Lace, who's revealed to be a creation of Grandmother Silk, who views Lace as her true daughter, though Lace is disillusioned by her origins, believing her artificially created existence to be unnatural. After this encounter, Hornet faces Grandmother Silk herself, which ends with either Hornet defeating the deity and binding her power, thus becoming Farloom's new monarch, or a parasite within Hornet consuming them both upon defeat, or, if Hornet fulfilled many of Farloom's inhabitants' wishes throughout her travels, she may work with the Caretaker, the keeper of a shrine turned sanctuary in the Citadel, to craft a soul snare, a trap capable of deposing Grandmother Silk. After the Caretaker sets the trap, Hornet defeats and restrains Grandmother Silk during the battle before activating it, only to discover it's a portal connected to the Abyss, the deepest area in Farloom, and source of the Void, a tar-like substance of pure darkness, which ensnares and drags Grandmother Silk through the portal. The deity attempts to drag Hornet through with her, but Lace saves Hornet out of spite for her mother, and is dragged into the Abyss with her instead. After waking up, Hornet finds Farloom on the brink of destruction, with Grandmother Silk and Lace trapped in a cocoon the deity created as a last resort to survive beneath a sea of void at the very bottom of the abyss. Due to Grandmother Silk's resistance, void-corrupted silk threads have sprouted from the ground throughout Farloom, infusing haunted enemies with void, making them even more powerful. Hornet deduces that the strain of these threads will soon cause Farloom to collapse. She confers with the Caretaker, who's revealed to be part of a group of dark spell-casting bugs known as snail shamans, and theorizes that Grandmother Silk is resisting the void to save Lace. To reach her, Hornet works with shamans to retrieve a void-warding flower called the Everbloom from her memories, using a combination of magic, silk, and the seized hearts of fallen rulers throughout Farloom. Hornet ventures into the Abyss, where she uses the Everbloom to dive through the sea of void, reaching the cocoon and defeating the void-corrupted Lace, purifying her. The severely weakened Grandmother Silk then grants Hornet the last of her power so she can escape with Lace as the cocoon collapses, but they fail to reach the Void Sea's surface before the Everbloom disintegrates. The Knight, protagonist from previous events, then suddenly appears and rescues both Hornet and Lace, carrying them to safety outside of the Void Sea. With Grandmother Silk now dead, the blackened void threads fall away, at last freeing Farloom from both the haunting and the void being spread by it.